Beth Bowe.
And I'm Dave Bowe.
And we're here to tell you our Zig story.
Stories?
Yes, stories that are now one. So I first met and heard of Zig Ziglar when I was a Curves employee when I was 19 years old, and I saw him speak at a Curves convention. And at that point in my life, I wasn't receptive. I wasn't ready to hear it, but it planted a seed. And much later in my life, well, not much, it seemed like it at the time, 4 years or so, I started listening to the Ziglar Inspire podcast. And I just started, feeding my mind good information. And then I went and bought the book Over the Top, and it sat on my bookshelf for another 3 or 4 years. And earlier this year, I picked the book up and I read it and just devoured it. It was exactly what I needed. Those seeds that had been planted over the last 8 years really got fertilized, and my confidence grew. My career started to really take off. And I started sharing with my husband here, who will tell his own story. But I started using the affirmation cards, and I shared that with him, and I was, it was a kind of vulnerable point in my life, and he chimed in and said,
I thought that it was a little over the top. Of course, at the time I didn't really know much about Zig either, but...
And he didn't know that was the name of the book I had taken these affirmations from.
Whoops.
But at that time, it kind of temporarily crushed my spirit, and I started crying and kind of ran off and just decided to let him think his own thoughts, and I was going to continue, using the affirmations just privately and let them do the work.
When I actually, came to my senses. I obviously learned about Zig with Beth, but was in Baltimore at a trade association thing. It was a Jared sales training for the industry I'm in, and Brian Flanagan was there, and he conducted the training. And I mean, the things that he did there, I immediately brought back to our team back here, and we did some work with it, but I never really fully embraced it. And then after I crushed my beautiful, lovely young wife's spirit, I started going, "Come on, dummy, you gotta think about this and think with an open mind." And I picked up the book Over the Top and began reading it. And since then, between listening to Flanagan and reading Over the Top and reading other self-development people, but Over the Top, really, I've got a personal planner now. I've quit smoking. I'm lost 4 or 5 pounds. I'm working out every morning, and I'm committed to it. I've been working out for a few months every day, 30 minutes a day. We're working out at night too. Yep. We're getting our whole life in order, and we're really focusing on winning. And it's a lot of it is because of what Ziglar had to do, and I've taken that even into my business. I completely changed how we manage people. I have a bunch of salesmen. I used to manage them with through fear and why haven't you done this and why haven't you done that, and I started to realize that you can get everything you want if you just help others get what they want. And we started doing more management sessions about goal planning. I've got 7 6-figure salespeople here who don't have goals. It's just that was just funny to me. So we all sat down and we wrote goals, and we've got goals. I've got all salespeople's goals on the wall, and we talk about it weekly. We meet, individually, and to do the goals, we went through the performance planner. We went through we had a wild idea sheet. We did everything Zig taught us, and that leads into the book that you guys were so kind in sharing to us with. Born to Win it's totally true. You've got you're planning to win, you're preparing to win, and then you got to expect to win, and that's where we are now. We expect to win.
Yep.
And
the planning and the preparation is really part of our daily lives. It's really brought us together as a couple, and we're able to plan and prepare our future, and we are really expecting to win together as a couple. But we have 2 different careers that I think will eventually merge together. But right now we're doing things with our teams at work that are amazing. And it's very different from what we had done before. And at my work, I'm seeing new life breathed invest into my team, and they, you know, I'm helping them plan, and I'm helping them prepare, and I'm expecting them to win, and I'm telling, you know, they need to be expecting it too, and it has been amazing, the results that it's already created.
Yeah, and like even this morning I took the new book, and I've got one salesperson who's very skittish and worried, and I read the passage about worry, and how worry is what's going to lead to negative thinking, and we need to be thinking about positive things, about when you do sell your next trailer or truck like we sell here, and I mean, I read it verbatim, and she walked out of here with a big smile on her face and said that's what I needed to hear, and away she went. So the book is just another in a series of great Ziegler, you know, inspiration, and it's really a capping stone for what he did, I believe. So, yes. You know, we appreciate everything that you guys do, you know, for us as individuals, and know that we will, you know, carry the torch for you. Now that I fully understand, I'm not such a dummy, and I really now, you know, can encourage.
He caught on eventually.
Yeah, that was dumb. Anyway, so we really appreciate what the Ziegler Corporation has done for us, and we really look forward to what we can do for others by using what Zig's taught.